Do you ever feel like no matter how hard you try, managing money just feels impossible? Why does it seem so easy to spend, but so hard to save? If you've ever felt like your paycheck disappears in the blink of an eye, you're not alone. In fact, managing money is harder than you might think. And it's not just you. In today's video, we'll dive into the top 5 reasons why money feels so difficult to manage. These aren't just random problems. They're built into the way we live, the way we think, and the systems around us. Let's break them down so you can take control of your finances and start making smarter money decisions today. 1. The invisible money trap. The first big reason why money feels hard to manage is something many of us experience every day: the invisible money trap. Think back to a time when cash was king. When you spent money, you physically handed over bills or coins. When your wallet was empty, you couldn't spend anymore. It was a very real experience that made you aware of every dollar leaving your hands. But today, things are different. With the rise of credit cards, apps, and digital wallets, spending has become less painful. You swipe your card, tap your phone, or click a button, and the money just seems to disappear. There's no physical exchange, and there's no immediate sense of loss. This makes it incredibly easy to lose track of how much you've actually spent. The problem? When you don't see the money physically leaving your hands, you're more likely to overspend without even realizing it. Research shows that people tend to spend more when using credit cards or digital payments because the act of spending doesn't feel as tangible. A few dollars here, a few dollars there, it adds up quickly. This invisible money trap makes it hard to stay on top of your budget and track your spending accurately. To break this cycle, try using cash for discretionary purchases. When you have to physically hand over money, it feels different and you're more mindful of how much you're spending. This simple shift can make a huge difference in how you manage your finances and stay on track. 2. Social media pressure, FOMO. Next, let's talk about something many people overlook: social media pressure, or what's known as FOMO, fear of missing out. You're scrolling through your feed, and suddenly, you see someone on vacation in an exotic location or showing off their brand new car or fancy dinner. It's easy to think, I want that too. The problem? Social media doesn't always show the full picture. Many people posting these highlight reels are actually in debt, struggling to keep up with appearances. This creates what's called lifestyle inflation. You start comparing your life to what you see online, feeling the need to spend just to keep up with what looks normal or cool. This constant comparison can make you feel like you need to buy more, spend more, or live a more lavish lifestyle to fit in. It's easy to fall into the trap of trying to match the image of success you see on social media, but it's a dangerous cycle. What's worse is that FOMO can cause impulse spending. You buy things you don't really need because you feel like you're missing out. But the truth is, these items don't provide lasting happiness. They just add to your financial stress. The key here is to recognize the difference between real happiness and temporary satisfaction. Social media often shows us what we don't have, making us feel incomplete, but true wealth is about investing in things that improve your life, not just keeping up with the latest trends. If you find yourself falling into this cycle, it's time to take a step back and evaluate your priorities. Try to focus on your own financial goals, not the ones set by influencers or celebrities. You don't need to keep up with everyone else to be financially successful. Real wealth is about financial security and peace of mind, not showing off what you don't actually own. 3. Decision fatigue. Another big reason why managing money feels so difficult is something we all experience: decision fatigue. Every single day, we're faced with dozens of decisions. What to eat, what to buy, which bill to pay first, the list goes on. By the end of the day, your brain is drained from making decisions. And that's when impulse spending tends to creep in. It's easy to reach for your credit card after a long day, especially when your willpower is low. The problem with decision fatigue is that it affects your ability to make smart, intentional financial choices. Instead of being proactive with your finances, you make reactive choices that are often impulsive and costly. If you haven't automated your finances, you're relying on a tired brain to make good decisions about saving, investing, or spending. One simple way to combat decision fatigue is by automating your finances. Set up automatic transfers to your savings or retirement account as soon as your paycheck hits. That way, you don't have to decide whether or not to save. It just happens. When saving becomes automatic, you remove the stress and decision-making from the process, and you're less likely to overspend. In addition, creating a simple budget or financial plan at the start of each month can help reduce the mental load of making decisions about money. The more you plan ahead, the less you have to think about your finances, and the more energy you can direct toward other important decisions. For lack of money talk growing up, here's something that many people don't realize. Most of us were never taught how to manage money. It's not something they teach in school, and often our parents didn't have the financial knowledge to pass down either. We learn by watching our parents, who may have had bad money habits themselves. Without a solid foundation, managing money feels like trying to fly a plane without ever reading the manual. This lack of financial education means that many people grow up with no understanding of things like budgeting, investing, or saving. They might know how to make money, but they don't know how to keep it, grow it, or make it work for them. So when it's time to manage a paycheck, it can feel overwhelming, like trying to navigate a complex world without the right tools. The good news is that it's never too late to learn. By seeking out financial education, whether through books, online courses, or talking to financial advisors, you can start building a solid foundation. The sooner you learn how to budget, invest, and manage debt, the easier it will be to make smart financial decisions. Starting today, you can take control of your money and ensure that the cycle of financial uncertainty doesn't continue for you. 5. The subscription creep. Finally, let's talk about subscription creep. You might not realize it, but those small recurring costs like Netflix, gym memberships, and apps add up over time. These subscriptions often feel harmless because they're only a few dollars here and there. But when you add them all up at the end of the month, they can drain your account without you even noticing. You feel broke at the end of the month, but you can't point to one big purchase. It's just death by 1,000 cuts. Maybe you signed up for a new app or subscribed to another streaming service, and you didn't even think about how it would affect your finances. Over time, these subscriptions can eat away at your paycheck, leaving you with less money to save or invest. The solution is simple. Start reviewing your recurring subscriptions and eliminate the ones you don't use or need. Take 30 minutes today to cancel services that aren't adding value to your life. That found money can be redirected into a high-yield savings account, investments, or debt repayment. By eliminating unnecessary subscriptions, you're taking control of your finances and ensuring that your money is working for you, not the other way around. There you go. These are the top 5 reasons why money feels so hard to manage and why it's easy to feel overwhelmed by finances. From the invisible money trap to social media pressure, decision fatigue, lack of financial education, and subscription creep, all of these factors make it difficult to get a handle on your money. But now that you know what's holding you back, it's time to take action. Start by addressing these reasons and implementing simple strategies to get ahead. With the right mindset and approach, managing money doesn't have to be as hard as it seems. Before you go, don't forget to like this video if you found these tips helpful, share it with anyone who might benefit from these strategies, and subscribe to stay updated with more practical financial advice to help you take control of your money. Remember, it's not about being perfect, it's about being proactive. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.